What up, world? You already know what time it is. Your boy, Matt Mizzle, the host with the most. Don't need to brag no boast. All I do is give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way, the real way for us players to play. You already know what it is, man. So did y'all see what's going down in D.C., man? When they stormed the Capitol, bunch of mayhem, right? 4 or 5 people died. So they say. But now look, you got the National Guard sleeping, guarding the area, you know? Or I don't know if they're reserves or whatnot, but they called out a small little portion of the army to come guard the Capitol building. Now, to me, that's like something out of a movie, you know, because they're anticipating something towards inauguration day, you know. So when you put it onto perspective, something big should happen, you know, because we're entering the 21st century. Well, we are in the 21st century, the 21st year, 21st day. It would be the day after inauguration, right? So a lot to be looked at, you know. There's a lot to see. So we got to be a lot more vigilant than normal, you know. Got to stock up and stack up, you know. But it's funny because if people are looking to pull an attack, it was quite obvious that the first one, they were going to try it and do something. And they're basically ushered into the Capitol Hill, to the Capitol building to do harm to people, you know. So you know there's some card-carrying white supremacists in the police force. Y'all are well aware of that, right? So think about how far that goes, you know. When it comes to this, this life of tyranny that we live through, you know. They demonize us, you know, and they say we're thugs, and if we just complied and everything will be all right. But as soon as they feel like some of their rights and freedoms are being taken away, they're ready to storm the Capitol. I don't know what to tell y'all, but to me, that's hypocrisy at its finest. You know what I mean? Hypocrisy at its finest. And we gotta ask ourselves, who's creating these scenarios for us, you know? Because it's blatant. It's right in our face, basically. You know? We can't even fight for justice because, we do every day, fight, combat the system of white supremacy. But they look at our plights against the everyday struggles of society's norms are to be overlooked because of the color of our skin. The only reason they would be able to let an armed militia ready to kidnap and tear down a societal monument, or like a actual place of governance, over the fact that they feel like their rights are being infringed upon. That is kind of out of this world. So when I see the National Guard at Capitol Hill sleeping, I'm like, wow. This is something to be looked at, you know? Why are they sleeping? First of all, I guess it's around the clock surveillance. They got their jarheads ready to take on anybody. Let's be honest here. Without the jarheads, they wouldn't be able to do what they did on Capitol Hill that day.
10,000 Trump
But
are expected to converge on D.C. on Inauguration Day. Washington is being turned into a fortress. 15,000 fully armed members of the National Guard.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this, man. This is some serious things, man. We're dealing with some trying times now, but we're gonna be all right. There's not much they could do to us. We'll try to intimidate and spread propaganda and politics, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what sells, you know? That's what dumbs down the masses. Makes you think you don't have no rights or a voice out here, you know? But they're listening, they're watching, they're learning. In due time, we're going to get everything into perspective as a collective and do a real introspective. Check it out.
Called out to face them.
More than 10,000 angry Trump supporters coming to the nation's capital, many of them armed.
The U.S. Capitol building is like an armed camp with hundreds of National Guards stationed inside. They're even sleeping on the marble floors.
There's a massive element who's seeking to disrupt this event, this democratic event. And everyone needs to be on guard. They're coming here to commit violence and to try to overthrow the lawfully elected government of the United States.
There's tightened security at airports across America, especially for flights heading to Washington, D.C. There hasn't been this much anxiety about heading to our nation's capital since 9/11. And there are growing demands that anyone involved in last week's rioting be placed on no-fly lists.
You better run, cops!
The FBI Bureau in Norfolk, Virginia, warned headquarters about last week's insurrection, quoting social media posts that said, "Go there ready for war." The president today urged his supporters not to resort to violence on January 20th, the day of Joe Biden's inauguration. The message was read on the floor of the House.
Statement from the president. I urge that there must be no violence, no law breaking, no vandalism of any kind. This is not what I stand for. It is not what America stands for. I call on all Americans to help ease tensions and calm down.
Disturbing new video shows the rioters running amok inside a congressional office, with indications the assault was coordinated.
We need enough people! We need to push forward!
A mystery woman with a megaphone takes over, claiming to have a detailed floor plan.
We should probably coordinate together if you're going to take this building.
We're also learning the identities of more possible suspects, and they are shocking. This man, Cleet Keller, won the Olympic gold medal in 2004. This video shows him in the midst of the mob. He was identified by his
white. I
U.S.
can do
swim
whatever
team
the fuck I
jacket
want.
and his height. At 6
Y'all want
foot
to take
6,
this building?
he
We gotta
towered over
coordinate
everyone.
together.
He's facing federal charges. And a heartthrob contestant from the 2016 season of The Bachelorette says he was at the rally before the assault on the Capitol.
You don't know me, but we'll probably go on someday.
James McCoy Taylor says, I legally supported our president. A one-time candidate for mayor of Midland, Texas, has also been arrested by the FBI. Jenny Cudd posted online about breaking into Nancy Pelosi's office.
We did break down the Nancy Pelosi's office door.
And Josiah Colt, seen dangling from the Senate balcony, has turned himself in after posting an apology.
I deeply regret being at the Capitol.
So, you know, it's a lot of bullshit that's going along with it, but let's look at this nightly news, see what they got to say about it. Yeah, I'm like that. What do we do to deserve all this? You know, Corona, government about to get overthrown.
Breaking news tonight, Donald Trump, now the only president in U.S. history to be impeached twice. 10 members of the president's own party joining every House Democrat to impeach him for inciting the deadly attack on the Capitol. Nancy Pelosi calling him a clear and present danger to the nation. The president at the White House as it unfolded with just 7 days left in office, and now on to the Senate. How soon could his trial begin? And just in, President Trump's new taped message calling for no violence amid warnings that new attacks are being plotted. Washington on high alert. National Guard troops sleeping on the Capitol floor overnight. The largest ever security force now planned for Joe Biden's inauguration. With all 50 state capitals on edge, the police hunting far-right extremists, potentially within their own ranks. And the new arrests. The rioter seen wearing a Nazi sweatshirt and an Olympic gold medalist now charged. And the COVID crisis. More vaccination mega sites opening around the U.S. Our exclusive interview with California Governor Gavin Newsom. We ask, why has the rollout in the epicenter been so slow? And what you need to know to get your shot as soon as possible. This is NBC Nightly News with
So
Lester.
you see that? The nightly news will tell you right there.
Good evening,
You know?
everyone. Added to the list of grave, unimaginable, and simply
There's a lot of
stunning
bullshit
moments that
going
keep
on.
rocking our country. For the second time in 13 months, the House of Representatives has voted to impeach President Donald Trump. This time, Democrats, backed by several Republicans, laying the mantle of blame for one of this country's ugliest and most dangerous moments squarely at the president's feet. Tonight, blinking our eyes won't make the searing images of armed troops surrounding and even sleeping at our nation's capital go away. It's the reality a week after the bloody invasion provoked by the words of a president. This evening, the impeachment and the trial to come. Also, we're going to talk about the COVID vaccine. Why is it so hard to secure your place in line? We'll answer a lot of your questions about getting your shot. But first, today's dramatic bipartisan impeachment vote. Peter Alexander leads our coverage.
Tonight, for the second time in just over a year, the House delivering Donald Trump a historic rebuke, now making him the first president ever to be impeached twice.
The President of the United States incited this insurrection, this armed rebellion against our common country. He must go. He is a clear and present danger to the nation that we all love.
It's 7. You got 7 days left.
Accusing the president of incitement of insurrection in his remarks before last week's riots began.
Donald Trump is a living, breathing, impeachable offense. It is what it is.
It wasn't another country that attacked us, but our own president.
All 222 House Democrats voting in favor of impeachment. And unlike the first impeachment of President Trump, where no House Republicans supported it, this time 10 broke ranks, including Jamie Herrera Butler.
My vote to impeach our sitting president is not a fear-based decision. I am not choosing a side, I'm choosing truth.
It's the only way to defeat fear.
The top House Republican voting against impeachment,
A vote to impeach would further divide this nation.
but also leveling this stinging shot.
The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters. He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding.
In the White House, officials say President Trump was monitoring the debate, now banned by Twitter and Facebook. He put out this video response.
Mob violence goes against everything I believe in.
And son's an idiot for putting out a video of him watching
No
the
true supporter of mine could
That's how I know
ever
it's like
endorse political
You're
violence.
making too much
Now I
stupid
am asking
mistakes.
everyone who has ever believed in our agenda to
So
be
you got
thinking of
something up their
ways to
sleeve.
ease tensions, calm tempers.
At the Capitol, the debate at times became heated.
Some of my colleagues, some of which may well be co-conspirators. Some have cited the metaphor that the president lit the flame. Well, they lit actual flames, actual fires, and we
Time
put them out.
expired. There will be order in the House.
Most Republicans blasting the Democrats' case.
The fact that IEDs were constructed in place, how does the president incite an attack that was pre-planned and already underway before his speech concluded?
It's an obsession that is now broadened. Not just about impeachment anymore, it's about canceling, as I've said. Canceling the president and anyone that disagrees with them.
All of it coming after Vice President Pence rejected Democrats' ultimatum to invoke the 25th Amendment that Pence said was, quote, not a means of punishment. Tonight, Democrats urging a Senate conviction, they say in part to keep President Trump from holding office again.
He must not remain in power one moment longer. This threat must be extinguished immediately. This president must be impeached and convicted, and he must be prevented from ever attempting to seize power again.
And tonight, Mitch McConnell says there is no chance the Senate could hold an impeachment trial before President Trump leaves office. And he says he is still undecided whether he will vote to convict, insisting he'll, quote, listen to the legal arguments. Lester?
All right, Peter Alexander tonight. Thanks. And
There's one incredible investment that no one seems to know about. Over 3,200 people have already invested in it, and some are earning 10, 20.
And all attention now turns to the Senate trial. Casey Hunt is on Capitol Hill. Casey, Democrats sped through impeachment, hoping to start that trial soon, but it looks like they could have to wait a while.
Lester, that's right. Mitch McConnell tonight making clear the first weeks of the Biden administration are still going to be all about Donald Trump as the Senate holds their impeachment trial. Democrats would likely need 17 Republicans to vote with them, and that will be an uphill climb. But if McConnell decides he'll vote to convict, that could change everything. Lester?
All right, Casey, thank you. I want to bring in our political director and moderator of Beat the Press, Chuck Todd, and presidential historian Michael Beschloss. Chuck, first to you, where do you see the Republican Party going from here, especially after some voted to impeach?
Go ahead, Chuck.
Well, look, it is at a real crossroads. This is a very divided party, particularly the leadership of the party is in one place. They would like to get rid of the virus that is Donald Trump, whether that's Mitch McConnell, Liz Cheney. You even had some people who, while they didn't vote for impeachment, are hoping that the result is that he is somehow excommunicated from the party, and impeachment isn't a bad way to do it. But here's the rub, Lester. The problem is, while the leadership's in one place, the grassroots of the party is still a Trump party.
All right, Michael, this is a historic second impeachment of a president. How will history books describe this moment?
They will say that Donald Trump owns one half of all the presidential impeachments in history. They will say that today was
Michael Beschloss.
bipartisan impeachment in modern history. And also, this guy can get convicted. That's a real possibility. If that happens, the founders of our country always intended that a Senate trial that convicted was not just to remove a president from office, but also to say to future Americans, this is the kind of person who should never be president.
All right, Michael and Sean, thank you. With 1 week until inauguration, Washington is ramping up an almost unprecedented security operation tonight involving the biggest National Guard deployment in the Capitol's history. Here's Tom Costello.
It may be the biggest security presence in
Well, see this?
Washington.
20,000 National Guard troops
9-foot
deployed
high
to DC.
perimeter fencing, building.
How do you have 20,000 people to
Tens
just
of
get?
thousands.
You know what I'm saying?
Of local,
I
state,
want
and
to go
federal law
against the
enforcement
grain.
officers. And today, news that an additional 5,000 National Guard troops are coming to D.C. Most of them armed.
There's a major security threat, and we are working to mitigate those threats and expect to see somewhere upwards of beyond 20,000 members of the National Guard that
20,000?
will be here in the footprint of the District of Columbia.
20,000 troops would be double the number at present.
That is crazy.
President Obama's inauguration, most carrying semi-automatic weapons. About 1,000 sleeping in the Capitol overnight. Today, House Speaker Pelosi thanked some of them.
Capitol, our democracy. Because of your
Police and the FBI continue to warn of violent right-wing extremist plots. Facebook reports an increase in signals suggesting future attacks. And veteran and intelligence experts say foreign countries may also be active online.
I wouldn't rule out the influence from nation states, China, Russia, Iran, trying to sow seeds of hate and discontent inside the United States.
Analysts say the plots are coming to life in dark web encrypted chat rooms, targeting the government and members of Congress.
There are now 3 plots that we've been briefed on to attack the Capitol in Washington, D.C., and attack lawmakers and assassinate them potentially. So we are taking those threats extremely seriously.
And tonight, new information about last week's experts say was clearly coordinated. In addition to Officer Brian Sicknick, who was killed, 14 other officers were injured. The FBI has identified at least 2 Attorney General Jeff Rosen.
To the American aware of any criminal activity or violent acts being planned, please share what you know with law enforcement or the FBI.
Among those identified inside the Capitol last week, wearing his USA Olympic jacket, arrested today. And this man wearing a Camp Auschwitz t-shirt, 56-year-old Robert Packer.
Tom, there have been a lot of questions raised about some visitors to the Capitol the day before the attack. I know some lawmakers.
Yeah, man. So they have it, you know. They deployed 20 white man them are planning to do a damn overthrow type shit in 2021. This is what we're witnessing. So y'all better get familiar, man. The white man them don't care. So all that rah-rah shit we have for each other. Just this one side that wants to do smooth, I don't care. You know. Oh yeah. Now, y'all really have to team up like this to defeat LeBron. That's how it is, man. That's how y'all doing it. I gotta team up to defeat LeBron like that. LeBron looks like he's in the best shape. Harden, like that. Damn. Harden just broke everything down, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to James Harden, though. He wanted to go to Brooklyn. Now he's going to have to show and prove, you know? Step up and show us that he could actually win a championship. Chris, his boy from OKC, Durant, he already got 2. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought those 3 individuals would become 3 of the best players in the NBA? You know? Imagine that. Let's go ahead and listen to this breakdown. Watch breaks down the blockbuster James Harden trade. Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, we run them up. We in the streets like the latest cut. Yeah. Let me pull it up for y'all real quick. Well, how y'all feeling out there, though? I want to hear me kick a real freestyle before we get on. All right, check it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm on the rise like the sun, so it's early when I get it in. 7:30, kicking in the door, saying let them in. Young moves on this pitch, you know I came to represent. Never naming, always spitting game, and that's a definite. That's why I stay relevant. When I'm in my element without the embellishment. I'm on intelligence, mind over money. Money over money, superfly with the flow. On the bird, they scatter if I ain't about money, then I ain't about to chat. I heard it tap down. I feel the wrath of my raps trying to capture my start to see the caps coming at you from the back. Heading up back at the back of a black actor because my accuracy spectacular, just like vernacular beat. Just the Mac of me to make me spit it so immaculately. When I'm rapping the beats, like I'm rapidly clapping the heat. Fastest beat. Yeah. That's for the streets. I keep playing for keeps. You know how I do. Just stay deep weight. So when this game better peep, what's being sold and what's being told. It's like take a toll, and you know how it is when you stay on the road. Ooh. Let me go ahead and down real quick. So they acquired James Harden in a 14 deal. No, yeah, 14 deal. So I guess Oladipo. Yeah, Oladipo. He went to the Houston Rockets. I don't know how that's gonna work out, but hey, more power to him.
We know about how this happened and how we got to this point.
First, guys, I am thrilled to be on this show. You guys know how much I love watching you guys.
Man,
but
you're the man.
Listen, this is a massive deal. all around. Listen, for the Brooklyn Nets to go out and get James Harden, this was something that Kevin Durant very much wanted. He and Harden started talking about this months ago.
I don't know why it's always black.
And there's still hope, expectation.
Ain't no stopping. Ain't no option. I'm just
Returns in place for this team. You remember, free agency comes back upon you pretty quick in this league. You know, Kevin Durant's in the second year of a 4-year deal, and getting Harden, that's another reason for Durant to want to stay. But now, if you get Irving back, and he's back.
Damn, y'all. For some reason, I'm just
back to playing at a high level. You have a 1-2-3.
Well, let me do this. Maybe if I let it load a little bit, it's gonna be all right. Ain't this a bitch? You know what it is. I gotta get it fixed. But it's a brand new PC. What's going on? CD. That's old school, like DVD. You know what it is. We more like digital now. Got it, and a whole lot of shit go down. You know, just download the shit. You know what it is. Really unquote the shit. Upload and download. You know what it is. Every day you get money. Every day like download. No, I ain't trying to hear that. Everybody talking like they hear what they did at. They ain't really did it. They ain't really done it. They ain't really want it. Stop fronting. Cause y'all niggas get ate up. And grandma stuffing. Just nothing. Just hustling.
Perhaps
hustling.
Unlike we've seen in this league in the modern era, but certainly it comes at a steep price. 4 first-round picks, 4 picks swaps. The picks are unprotected. One of those picks is coming from Cleveland. This is part of a 3-way deal, really a 4-way deal. Karis LeVert goes from the Nets to the Indiana Pacers, and Indiana sends Victor Oladipo to Houston. So a lot of moving parts in this deal.
Yeah, you mentioned some of those moving parts, and the Kyrie piece of this is really interesting. I want to get back to that, but let's talk about this level part of this, other than just James Harden joining the Nets.
Well, I think this was came together in the last couple days, and Philadelphia was very much in pursuit of James Harden. Obviously, Daryl Morey, their president.
Sorry, y'all. It's gonna take longer than I expected.
Traded for him in Houston.
Well,
won a great
just
deal with him.
He's trying to do his best, kid. No, I'm just playing, y'all. But that's basically it, you know.
this Nets deal, this package, bringing Cleveland.
We'll turn this out before I bore y'all with this.
Into it. Got it.
We're gonna skip to another channel, so you already know. But anyway, respect for passing through. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to talk about these race soldiers, man. You know, oh, you got the army out there, our militias. So we'll see what's going on around the inauguration.
And I think for Houston, you look at them. Remember, they gave up.
What? For now, shout out to James Harden, man. I hope Brooklyn goes far. Brooklyn versus LA. I'm gonna find it. You already know. That's how they're gonna go. Give it up. Anyway, so what my missing? You know my slogan: keep it real in the field. Forget how they fit. On you. Just stop the bullshit. That's it. Peace.